Hi, you guys. Welcome to tonight's call. We are going to cover Unwind, and we're so excited to share this product with you. Just launched on Saturday to the public, and it's just been a whirlwind. So really quickly, my name's Tabitha Sampson. I have been with Green Compass since July of 2023. I really found these products, or I guess I should say, landed kind of in this path because I've had a lot of anxiety issues and struggles throughout the majority of my adult life, and even not realizing it, but as a kid too. And so I've just always been looking for tools and things to help me. And I was really looking for a CBD that was just going to be 100%. We're going to talk more 100% natural, organic, just really checked all the boxes because a quality product is super important to me. I want to know what I'm putting in my body and all the things. And so I also eliminated alcohol from my life 2 years ago, just a little over 2 years ago. Mostly because my story might be just a little bit different in this aspect, but mostly just because I felt like it was, creating more anxiety. It was making me feel sluggish, which sometimes just leads to more like anxiety slash depression sort of symptoms. And it just wasn't serving me anymore. And so my husband and I decided to remove it from our lifestyle. And so with that, I also used alcohol, I feel like, to sort of use it as a way to kind of maybe cope with my anxiety or take the edge off in the evenings with wine. And so when Unwind was going to launch, like, oh my gosh, this is going to be, um, I'm getting an echo. Okay. This is going to be something that's not only going to help me, but I think this could help so many people. I feel like a lot of people are maybe not removing alcohol altogether, but they're looking for more of a holistic approach to just like melt into the couch is kind of like what I like to say. And one more thing I want to share is I'm somebody who's never ever taken a gummy from a dispensary or anything like that. I'm very paranoid, if you will, on things like that. And I just am always skeptical, scared to take anything like that that might make me feel weird, out of control, or just high, to be totally honest. And so the fact that I have, fallen in love with this product and what it's going to do for people and what it can help me with is just really kind of wild. And so I 100% felt so good about using this. And so really quickly to dive in a tiny bit into just Green Compass as a whole. Like I said, organic, 5 mile radius of organic soil, everything from seed to seal, they do, nobody else has their hands in. And the other thing too, really quickly, maybe it's on the next slide. Um, but really quickly, just kind of overview of the actual product. Like, why would you want it? Why would you use it, and different various things. So, for a lot of people, this is going to be, and I brought both of my jellies to show you, like our full spectrum jelly is just this little round jelly. Okay. So this is our daily jellies has like about a milligram of THC. Okay. Some people feel these. I do because I'm like one of those people that are just a little bit more sensitive and I don't need a lot. But I love that they made these square so that you know the difference. And there's a child proof lock on the lid. And so you just like, there's not like you don't have to decipher what you're taking. So with that being said, there is 2.5 milligram of THC in this product. Now, I want to kind of really quickly, without getting too scientific detail and over everybody's head, the reason that you might be thinking, okay, how can this be legal or how? So this is hemp derived. Okay. So the THC in this is strictly from hemp, not the other plant that everybody's familiar with. So I think there's some confusion there where I've been talking to people about this and I've been saying, you really can't compare this to another like gummy that you've taken from a dispensary because you're comparing two totally different things. A lot of the things at the dispensary, believe it or not, are man-made synthetics that come into that gummy, which is why a lot of people have some not so great effects from it, like different things that make you even maybe more anxious, and you won't have that with this. So with that being said, it goes by total weight of the actual jelly. Okay, so that's the weight balances out with the THC, and that's keeps it under the legal limit. Okay. Now, two things. We have something called nanotechnology in our jellies, which basically hits the receptors in your body kind of faster and a little bit harder. That's why you're going to feel this. Okay. This would be like taking two of our full spectrum jellies, two and a half ish. Okay. To kind of compare. And what's nice about it is what I started to say is it's going to be for people who need extra support. Okay. Now, could you take these every day? Yes, you could. Will you need them every day? Likely not, unless you're in a very, very stressful situation, you're experiencing a lot of pain, and you just need, again, that extra boost. Your sleep is horrible, and maybe the regular isn't touching it. There's just different reasons and different times to use this. But what I love about it is that, and obviously the kind of the alcohol replacement too. But what I love about it is you're going to just feel, when I took it, I feel just, and Lindsay will give her testimony too. And we have I think a couple testimonies on our slides here to share. But it's like you just feel like you're settled. Like that's the best, I think, word that I could use is like you're settled, your body is calm, but you're still like 100% you up here. You're not like, like it says, sending you to the moon, which is what I was like always afraid of when taking other, if I were to take other products. So Okay, I think I covered some of that. So it's just, again, it's going to be kind of a booster product for you when needing extra support. And something that I also think that is really important is noticing when you need the extra support, because if your body can't come back to homeostasis and your body can't relax, your body just doesn't get the break that it needs, and this is going to give you that break that it needs. And the sleep is next level. Like the sleep that you're going to get is incredible. um the taste is so good. The taste is we've been saying it's an adult taste, so it's a lemon mint ginger. Just a beautiful, like it's like a whole experience when you chew it up. It's like you just taste all three um flavors, and it's just delicious. Um, okay. I think was that my last slide?
This is it. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Woohoo! You guys, I want to let you know, first of all, hi, my name is Lindsay Gray. Tabitha and I have been like best of friends and business partners for probably 10 years. And we always plan our calls on the fly, and we just put this thing together an hour ago, even though we've been promoting it, because you want to know why? If we as busy moms can't do this in our time, then how can we tell other people it's possible? And if we have to be like the perfect, like we've got it all together every time we come here, then we're going to be out, because we're the girls in the reel where there's the friend that has all the itinerary when they plan the vacation. And Tabitha and I have our sunnies on, and we're pulling our bags, and we're like, all right, we're here. So this was awesome. I loved hearing all of that, and I loved everything that Tabitha said. The biggest thing that I want to second on is I've been having lots of conversations on this as well about the THC, and I think people get confused about the fact that there's THC in there, therefore this must be Mary Jane. And I just want to remind and kind of let everyone know, because I did not know this, that looks like there's someone in the waiting room. I got him. I got him. That THC is a cannabinoid, just like CBD, just like CBG, just like CBN. It is a cannabinoid, but we think, and we've kind of been conditioned to believe for reasons that we're not going to get into tonight, that THC is actually like it's Mary Jane, you know? And so we believe that that's what it is because that's what we've tied it to this entire time. When in reality, it is a cannabinoid like anything else. So, like Tabitha was saying, Mary Jane is going to have high amounts of THC and low amounts of CBD, if CBD at all. It is 100% for psychoeffective experiences, and people utilize it that way. Now, it also can be used in other ways with pain and medicinal, but that is outside of our range of expertise. So with ours, what I'm explaining to people is this is 100% hemp plant, which is high amounts of CBD, no or little to no THC, but the THC is coming from here. So I think when I could take THC and look at it as a cannabinoid opposed to that plant, it made me like, I had this aha moment where I was like, okay, this makes so much sense. So the other thing that I love is that a lot of people are like, well, why is this going to be different than going to a dispensary down the street or what I'm making in my garage? And I'm like, well, for one, the best thing that I love about this is so hemp is a mop crop. It's going to absorb everything that's in the air and everything that's in the soil. Like Tabitha was saying, it's going to do that. And that's why we have organic farms with a 5 mile radius of being organic. So many people get different effects when they take CBD alone, because of the unregulated industry and the fact that what you take, you really do not know what you're getting. So with her showing you the little bottles and the QR codes on the bottom, what you're getting in there is what you see is exactly what you're getting. Where when you walk into a dispensary, you're not going to know what you're going to get. And let's say you get a CBD 2.5 milligram like this from a dispensary, chances are the nanotechnology is done with harsh chemicals opposed to sound and pressure, or it doesn't have nanotechnology. And the other thing is in that jelly or gummy, whatever they call it, they're not going to be able to tell you that if you quarter it or third it or half it, that you're getting that different amount per, like you can trust what you're getting. In this, it is full, consistent, precise. If you quarter it, if you half it, you can trust what you're getting. So a little bit of my experience with it, I am actually not a THC user. So for me, I was really, Tabitha and I were both kind of joking about maybe we should just lick it at first or smell it and see what happens. So the first time I took it, I took a quarter of one and I literally just felt like bedtime. I was the mom I've wanted to be for so long. By the time I get to bedtime as a single mom and I homeschool and I'm doing all the things, like I want to be that loving, nurturing, let's cuddle mom. But in my head, I'm like counting down the minutes until you're sleeping. And I never want to be that because then the next day, or even once they're sleeping, I'm like, man, I could have been a little softer. Like, what was my urgency there, you know? So this quarter allowed me to do that. I then got really brave one day and I took a half. And I will tell you that that's my limit. Okay, that's my limit because with it being nano, it is, if it's 2.5, it's probably going to feel more maybe like a 4 to 5, depending on your experience with THC. So for me and Tabitha being more sensitive, for me, the half would be equivalent to like a 2 or 2.5, probably really. And it was very like I was very chill. I felt like I was melting into the mattress. I will say that I was laughing quite a bit, but I often laugh at, and like, does anyone else just laugh at things in your mind that don't even happen, but you think it and you laugh? That's me all the time normally. So I was laughing a little bit, but I was also able to sleep so good. And when I woke up the next day, I woke up before my alarm, refreshed and ready for the day. I didn't have any grogginess, and that was huge for me. So moving into the testimonials here, this is just a what do I want to say? A refresh of what they taste like. So literally, you first taste the lemon. It is the lightest mint of hint, or hint of mint of hint. And then the best part is we were all like trying it when we were in the test group or whatever before, because a few of us were, and we were in this message chat and we were like videoing and seeing how we were feeling and talking. And everyone at the end, like we would try it in the video and we're like, oh, it's good, the lemon and the mint. And then the ginger comes out of nowhere at the end. And it was just, it was good and it was fun. And it really was a nice experience from the taste to the feeling to the wake up the next day. And I will tell you something, and I'm not ashamed of it. I am a wine at night girl. maybe 3 nights a week. Sometimes on high weeks, I find myself feeling like I want to grab it more often. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's 3 nights a week because it might be a dinner night, it might be on the weekend, and then maybe one night I'm just like, I'm just going to have a glass of wine, right? But this helps me to take that edge off and not feel any of the effects of what wine is doing to my 41-year-old body these days. So, let's move forward. Here are some testimonials. So this is one of our friends, and her name is Jordan Jensen. She's a peach. She's a doll. She is honest, brutally honest, and I love the way she shares often. She will tell it how it is. So she said her first experience became her new Let Them jelly. So have you read Let Them by Mel Robbins? Because that's the thing these days. And if you haven't read it, Tabitha and I both just finished it, and it's amazing. So it was her Let Them jelly. As a mom of four, I'm constantly on high alert, but last night I was able to truly chill out. About 40 minutes into taking it, I felt super relaxed and settled, and simply put, unbothered. I felt very loose in my body, and it's like it released all muscle tension. I loved the relaxed feeling physically. I've never felt so relaxed in that way. I felt super clear-headed and responsive, but physically I was just very unwound, and it was so nice. And I will say that as a mom at the end of the day, I find myself wanting to control little things. And I'm like, just don't do that right now. And my 11-year-old's like, but why? And I'm like, I don't even know why. Because I just want to control, apparently, because I'm just fried by the end of the day. So the Let Them jelly, I loved that. And then there's a couple others over here. You can see someone's mom took one earlier in the afternoon, and she said 7 minutes in, feels good. 10 minutes in, happier. 1 hour in, nice. 3 hours, my feet feel a little heavy. I'm completely relaxed, not high. I just feel like I've been completely unwound. I feel like I can still function, but I don't think anyone or anything would bother me if I went to the store. So I thought that was cute. And you can see there's a little bit more here saying body tingling, light, but nothing head high, just super relaxed. My pain was gone. So we have a lot of people that we help with pain, from lupus to MS to so many different things. And they have been trying these, and the amount of feedback from their very first try on how their pain is more tolerable and how well they sleep has actually brought me to tears a couple times. So I want to actually share some of those another day, and like maybe I'll put them in my stories and share them on social media this week because those are so moving. So here's just a couple others. I'm not going to read them now, but you can kind of read them as we're wrapping up here. But what you can see is that it is something that you can adjust to what you need. So I always recommend low and slow. Start with a quarter, go to a half. Some people were just going full in, and I am not that brave, but I'm also super sensitive. And I also know that what is my intention? And my intention is to use things to help regulate my joy and my happiness and my peace, and be able to be the woman I want to be in my life in every single way, in a way that is not overindulging in anything that needs to be overindulged. So if a quarter works for me, there's no reason for more. If a half works for me, there's no reason. But if a whole is what I need, then a whole is what I need. There's definitely no judgment. But what I love is that you can customize it, and you can trust that no matter how you cut this, no matter how you use this, it's precise, it's organic, it is consistent, it's transparent, and it's something that we can truly use for so many people that we love that experience pain and sleepless nights and just so many other things. So this reminder here, and then we'll do a couple giveaways, because we said we're going to do a couple sample giveaways live. Nanotechnology, shrinking the molecules, higher efficacy, better absorption. They're water soluble, just like our other jellies. So normally a jelly will take about an hour and a half to kick in. These will kick in about 15 to 20 minutes, and the onset stays for about 4 hours. Third party tested. You guys, this is a company that's vertically integrated. We have our hands in everything. We grow it, we plant it, we grow it, we harvest it. The plants are actually hand harvested. The flowers are all we use. We do not use aerial parts of the plant. You could not get a higher quality anywhere, and I will stand by that to any person in this world. Like, it is just so unregulated, and the fact that we can come out with something so amazing and trusting for people is huge. Reducing daily stress, calm your body and mind, all of these wonderful things, finding your center, USDA organic, and no synthetics. So we will go ahead and stop sharing. And then Tabitha and I can take a couple questions. If anybody has a question, just let us know. And then we can do a little giveaway as well. If you are a guest here, please drop who invited you in the chat. And this is how we will get some people rocking and rolling. Even Tremors, great for that. Yes. The gobstopper. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording
Yes.
here. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Stay on. We're going to stop the recording now. Anybody that's watching the recording, please get in touch with the advocate that invited you here tonight. Ask any questions. Literally, the more questions you ask, the better it is because we want to be as transparent as these products are to everyone and really just help bless the world with a life that we have all been given again in some way, whether that's pain or joy or peace or anything like that. So thank you for joining. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.